So we'll move on to discuss the SAP user experience, and this is in 3 stages. So we start off with new on the bottom left hand side, then renew in the middle, and then enable on the right hand side. So let's review the SAP new part of the user experience strategy. SAP will deliver consumer grade user experience for all new applications. Do you recognise SAP on these devices in the presentation? This really shows what consumer grade business software is all about. So SAP will build all their new applications this new Fiori style. This is their direction. And SAP have already released its Fiori Launchpad that will provide a consistent and coherent user interface to all products. It's role based, focusing on a business role, so it's role centric, not process centric. It focuses on decomposition or atomization of the business roles. It takes what you need to do and enables you to do it easily, no more complexity. So now let's focus on the renew side of the strategy and what SAP mean by renew. SAP is renewing its top use transactions with Fiori apps and will do this across its business suite such as ERP, CRM, SRM, Analytics, GRC. SAP is aware that it needs to address these transactions and bring it up to the consumer grade user experience that they're delivering for their new applications. Therefore, that's why they call it renew, sort of re-energising current SAP look and feel. If you think of Fiori as the SAP branding for the Fiori apps that it will deliver to change the user experience of most used SAP transactions. So these applications are branding and they're called Fiori. These applications are built using SAP UI5 development framework, which I'll come on to next. But before I go on to that, I just want to talk about a little bit more about SAP Fiori and its simplicity. So it's role based. You move away from process and transaction to a role based. You're now focusing on what a person or an individual employee does within the business on a day-to-day basis, not on transaction but on complete role and how we make that role better. It's simple. 113 guideline, 1 user, 1 use case, 3 screens. That's the design principle across any device, all sizes, all devices, all versions and all channels. And that's the beauty of this user interface, is that it can move across devices seamlessly. SAP UI5 is the development framework that you build the Fiori-like applications in. So SAP UI5 is used by SAP for new applications and renewing existing applications, which we just covered. However, we, Cyber, and our customers can use SAP UI5 development framework to build Fiori-style apps to meet the customer's business requirements. It extends core business processes from the back-end system to any device, whether it be desktop, whether it be smart device. It does deploy across all platforms and devices, so it is agnostic. It has got open standards, HTML5, CSS, JavaScript. It is an SAP standard technique. Therefore, any developer can embrace this framework and deliver high quality consumer grade applications. So the final part of the user experience strategy is enable. And SAP are not going to be able to write Fiori apps for every single transaction within its SAP suite. So for example, SAP's got over 10,000 transactions and 350,000 screens, so it's impossible for SAP to renew all transactions across its business suite that uses the SAP GUI. To significantly improve the user experience for SAP GUI users, SAP provides SAP Screen Personas. SAP Screen Personas is an enabler to significantly improve the user experience for SAP GUI users. Now looking at that screen there, you can see on the left hand side we have display service quotations or display sales orders. On the right hand side you can see SAP Screen Personas being used to lift that user interface, to make it far more modern and to bring it close to a consumer grade, to be able to embed services, embed pictures in there is a significant step from where they are. Though it is personalisation without programming. It is WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. It's web-based, fast and cost-effective. But at this point, it's not mobile technology. Therefore, if you want it to be mobile, then Fiori is the way to go. Here's another example. Verifying a sales order. 7 clicks in the standard GUI. 1 click with SAP Screen Personas, so you can see the power of simplifying and optimizing that user interface.